Hey everyone. So, today I have a pile of rocks that I need to get through. So let's do that. This is them. Well, most of them. So we have two big old chunks of Wyoming banded iron. One little thunder egg. These are both truncus geodes. I have two big old slabs of tiger eye that I need to get through. And then 4 Brazilian agates. And we are going to be doing some slabbing. Other than these 3, they'll just get cut in half. And I'm very excited about the results. And I'm hoping we can get through all of them. Well, I have to regardless. So I guess I'll just make it work. So what do we want to do first? I can't hear you. So I guess we're going to do this first. And I'm literally just going to cut it in half. Let's see what we get. Well, unfortunately, as is the case sometimes with geodes, that one is a certifiable dud. Bummer. Oh, we got another chance, so let's go load this one up. Might as well get them both out of the way right now. Alright, that one is done. We got a much better result, but I just washed it out, so I'm going to let it dry for a little bit because, yeah, the crystals aren't going to look super great at the moment anyway. So I figured because we have the most of them, why don't we do a Brazilian agate next? I'm excited to see what this yields. These ones are interesting because you can, you pretty much know what you're going to get when you see that, but you have ones like this that are complete nodules, and this one, there's not really any knowing what we might find in there. So, let's see what we get. Brazilian agate is done. I'm going to show this before I get it wet. Check that out. Got a nice little quartz pocket. Sparkly, glittery quartz pocket. Alright, now I can show it. That is a beautiful slab. There's some real nice color in there. I got this slab that I left a little thick, this slab that I left a little thin. I got a heel, which I'll probably do something with. Then I left this side fairly thick, because I'm definitely polishing that at some point. That is so pretty. I think I could be happy with that one. Look at that. It's like big Brazilian agate, and then right there on the side, there's like a baby agate inside the big agate. Alright, I think next we're going to do this, which is banded iron, and it's going to be fantastic. Hoping I can face it? I don't know. It kind of just depends on how it wants to load in the saw, but I think it should behave. So, let's see what we get. Banded iron is done, and it is freaking gorgeous. I love this stuff so much. All of those dark lines will polish like silver once it's polished, I guess. Look at that. That is stunningly gorgeous. So I got a heel, 2 slabs, and then I left the rest of it pretty thick, specifically because I want to polish it, because that is real nice right there. That's going to be real pretty. Do that one on the vibratory lap. Here's a piece that I need to finish buffing it, but oh, it's all dusty. One sec. Need to finish buffing it, but there's a good example. All of those black lines are hematite, and when you polish them, they are just silver. So pretty. So this one right here is going to look fantastic once it's polished. That is going to be so nice. Next, I think we're going to do one of these big chunks of tiger eye. Not sure how I want to cut this. I'm going to try to do it that way, but it might be too big, so we might have to settle for this face. I don't know. We'll see. That tiger eye is done, and it is real freaking nice. Look at that. It's like full coverage. There's like hardly any of that ironstone at all. That is so pretty. And I got a bunch of slabs. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm leaving this large so that we can do a face polish on it, because that's going to be real nice. So next I think we're going to do this thunder egg. I'd like to cut it this way. I just don't know if it's going to clamp properly. So I guess we'll see what we can get. Maybe I should do it this way. I don't know. I'm going to stare at this for a minute and see what I should do. Good news and bad news. Bad news, came apart while I was cutting it. Good news, it's really nice. One side stayed intact, which is good. The other side came apart though, so we've got this little quartz pocket with agate banding, and then this little agate pocket. It's really interesting. wonder if that fluoresces. I don't know. I'm definitely polishing this side, though, because that's really nice. Put the green in there. All the chalcedony bands. That is really cool. I'd say I can be happy with that one. That's really nice. Let's do another Brazilian agate next. Gonna try to do this face. See how many slabs we can get. Should be good. I don't know. I never know what to expect with Brazilian agates. But honestly, I've never cut a bad one, so I guess we'll see. Alright, and that Brazilian agate is done. It is really, really pretty. Love the yellow in there and that blue core. That is a great color to see. It's one of the reasons I left it so deep. When we polish that, it is literally going to look blue. Actually, I have an example. One sec. When it's raw, still like rough on the surface, and it's that color, when you polish it, it gets just dark and rich and royal color. So that's going to be really pretty. Going to be a deep blue pocket surrounded by yellow, so that's awesome. And I got one heel left thick, so I could do something with it. And I cut a thin slab because Brazilian agate actually has a high likelihood of being iris, so I figured since I wasn't going to be able to cut very much, I might as well try. That is so pretty. Also, score, you guys. I've had a horrendously bad track record, totally unrelated to what we're doing today. I just want to show you guys. I have a horrible track record of polishing obsidian. It is my kryptonite. Well, I finally got some good results with obsidian. It is a really, really pretty piece. Silver sheen on some aurora. That is so pretty. Yeah, the answer has been sitting in my shop for years. It's the vibratory flat lap. Worked just fine. So we're going to be polishing more obsidian, in other words. Okay, so we've got 4 more. We have the big chunk of tiger eye, 2 Brazilian agates, and 1 more piece of banded iron. I was thinking about cutting this, but I decided I don't want to do that today. And excuse the growing mess that is my bench. I am like deep cleaning right now. That right there is the beauty of an auto feed saw. I'm allowed to do other work while the saw is going, so it's great. I do want to cut this at some point. I just don't think I want to today. This is so pretty. That's a chunk of, I think, graveyard that Kyle sent me, World of Rockhounds. It's absolutely stunning. I just don't know if I want to do it today. I still need to message him and see what the best route for cutting it is going to be. So all of that is to say, I think we're going to do this banded iron next, and that is a weird one, so it should be really cool. I apologize for the horrible noise that is the vibratory lap, but I can't lose my time on it because I am running short on time. This might be one of the prettiest pieces of banded iron I've ever seen. That is absolutely gorgeous. That is so pretty. Look at that. It's like broken up. That's so cool. It's so different. Usually the bands are like more defined than that. That is going to turn into some absolutely gorgeous cabs. And I left a good amount on this side, specifically for polishing. And that's going to be so pretty. I love this stuff so much. I think we're going to do this one next. I believe it's a Brazilian agate. I'm honestly not sure, though. It may have just gotten erroneously put back into the Brazilian agate bin at the rock shed. Because that's where I found it. But it doesn't really look like the other one, so it might be, it might not be. I honestly don't know. So we're going to cut it and find out. And I'm going to just face this side. Go in that way. I don't know. We'll see what we get. All right, next one is done. And honestly, I think it was put in the wrong container. This was with the Brazilian agates. But that don't look like no Brazilian agate to me. Messy right now because of the dang banded iron. But that doesn't look like a Brazilian agate to me. Honestly, looks more like a Montana agate. Which there is a bin of like right by there. So I'm genuinely wondering if somehow a Montana agate found its way into the Brazilian agate bin at the rock shed. Because that doesn't look like a Brazilian agate to me. It looks just like a Montana agate. Perfect banding and color and moss and quartz pocket. Like, yeah. If I didn't buy it from the rock shed myself, I'd be like, yeah, that's definitely a Montana agate. I mean, it's gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. It was not what I was expecting. All right, we got 2 more to go. One, which is absolutely a Brazilian agate. and this, which is a big honking piece of tiger eye. So let's go cut it. This one is done, and that is some real nice tiger eye. Fortunately, I was not able to cut it the way I wanted to, just because the piece was literally too big, but still got some really nice slabs. Good pile of slabs here. These are going to be some prime cabbers. Lots of good body in there, and they're the nice solid ones. They're not stringy like some of them get. And we still have this massive piece right here, which looks phenomenal. I wanted to cut this face, but it literally was just too long and too tall to fit in my vise, so had to make do with this, but I will probably polish this at some point. Possibly cut it in half for bookends. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, last one to go is this Brazilian agate. And this one is for sure a Brazilian agate, not a Montana in disguise. I picked this one for a very specific reason. You can see it's pretty clear. Well, Brazilian agates actually have a very high likelihood of being iris, just like Montana agate. So I bought this with the intention of seeing if it is iris. If not, we'll polish it, and yeah, it's going to be really nice no matter how it turns out, but I'm excited to see what is hiding in this one. And the last one is done. Excuse the growing mess that is my bench. I've been prepping fossils while I wait. It actually came out way prettier than I thought it would. I honestly can't tell. I don't really think it is. You know what, one sec, let's do something. If I angle this up, that light is a lot stronger. Do you have any iris in you? Definitely has some parallax, but I'm not seeing any rainbow. But that is okay. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous agate. Got a thick slab, a thin slab, and I intentionally left the rest of it raw because I definitely want to polish that. That is going to be so pretty. What's not to like? I think we can be happy with that one. That's actually a really good one to end on, because that... I don't know, that's... Oh, wow, cool. Little quartz band, that's awesome. Little spot of red in there. That is just so pretty. That one might... It's Tyndall for sure, but that one might get some blue tones once we polish it. Yeah, I think I can be happy with that one. Came out real nice. So, admittedly, those took way less time to cut than I thought they would, so we're going to do 3 more. We've got this, which is Wyoming jade. Definitely want some slabs with this because I was planning on making some cabs. I have more downstairs that I have bigger plans for, but for today we're just going to do some slabs on the Wyoming jade. This is an agate. I don't remember where from. Kyle gave me this one, World of Rockhounds, when I came to visit him last year, so I don't remember what he said it is. I just know that I want to cut it because it's going to be cool. And then this one I bought from the Rock Shed. I don't remember what it is either. All I know is that it is from South Dakota. But it has some really interesting stuff going on. Those bands look very promising, and I don't know. I'm just a sucker for agates like this, so it's going to be cool. Also, look at the crystal structure on the backside. That's so awesome. It's actually from the negative imprints of the calcite that was growing around it. Montana agates do that too. It's just they're river tumbled, so they're usually gone by the time you find it. Yeah, to start, I think we'll just do the jade. And I just want to get some slabs, so I'm probably going to cut it this way. Like this way. Excuse the noise in the background. Sorry about that. I forgot to turn off my vibratory lap. Alright, it's done, and it's kind of more snowflake jade. Wyoming jade looks different sometimes. There's so many different varieties of Wyoming jade, it's insane, but it is still glows a little bit. It's a little opaque, but yeah, that will still produce some good cabs, I think. Yeah, that's more of a snowflake jade. Still gorgeous though. Twill be quite nice, and then we got the rest of it still, so quite a bit left in there. Gotta love it. Alright, we're gonna do this one next. Mystery agate from Kyle. I'd like to get at least 1 slab, but it just depends on how it wants to clamp. Really my goal is to just get it level, maybe get 1 more slab and then stop there, because I think it'd be cool polished. Next one is done, and I am quite happy with how it came out. That is really pretty. I cut a thin slab, kind of hoping for some iris, but there was none. That or it's just too thick. But I don't think there was. Regardless though, that is very, very pretty, and I think I will polish it at some point, because I do really like that. It came out quite nice. Got a little bit thinner than I wanted, but actually clamped pretty well, so was hoping to get 1 slab, but it clamped well enough that I could get 2, so I'm happy about that. All right, we got 1 more to go. Again, that's this one right here. Which I am really excited to see how this comes out. Same thing, I'm hoping to get a heel, and I don't know, depending on how it clamps, we'll see how many slabs I can get out of it. But the reason I bought this actually is because it, you know, if this was a Montana agate, I would be like, oh yeah, there's going to be some iris in there. Obviously, that's not always the case with other agates, but I just also love the crystal structure. I'm hoping for some rainbows, though. We'll see what we get. That one is done, and it's actually really funny. So it turns out it is an iris. Actually, I think this is the better slab to show you. The funny part is it's just that one tiny little band. That little band closest to the quartz pocket. That is where all of the iris is. Just tiny little faint pocket, but that tiny little faint pocket actually has some really good color. It's just unfortunate that it's so small, because that is 100% iris. That's so funny. I think the rest is actually parallax banding. That is so funny though. So I was right. It still counts, I think, but it's just a tiny little pocket of color. It's so funny. Honestly though, I'm still probably going to be polishing this rock at some point, because that is really, really pretty. We got some quartz crystals in there. That is so cool. And a little geode. Kinda, not really. It's more of a bug, but still. Yeah, I think this one's going to get polished at some point. I don't know when, but at some point. Well, alright, I'm happy that we decided to cut a few more rocks, because, you know, it's never not fun, so might as well. Also, I just realized that I never actually got a close-up on the geode that we cut, so here it is. Big old deep pocket in there. I need to actually still get in and clean that out more, because it's pretty filled in with sediment, but pretty cool. I like all those little fingers down there. Weird, we have like actual crystals and then like globby chalcedony that's covered in druzy. That is really, really, really cool. This is why I love Truncus geodes so much. You really never know what you're going to wind up with. That is so pretty. And check this out. I think I can make this work. Oh, are we going to cooperate? Maybe? Nope, I'm just not going to cooperate, apparently. Never mind. Just scratched what I just said. That pocket is awesome. Wish it was a little more open, but hey, I'm not complaining. That is really cool. That is quite pretty. We might polish that at some point. Oh my gosh, speaking of polishing, I totally forgot to turn off it. My brain doesn't even recognize that background sound. It's always going, so I don't even acknowledge it. I'm sorry about that. I need to do better about remembering to shut off the vibratory lap before I start recording. Alrighty guys, that is going to do it for this one. I have been so freaking busy that I have not really been able to do this much cutting videos, which we will be doing more of soon. Once winter rolls around, we're going to be doing a lot of them, because I have a growing heap of rocks that all need to get cut, or at least just gone through. So yeah, expect more cutting videos at some point. Let me know which one was your favorite. Either that last Brazilian agate or the big banded iron for me. I just love that stuff so much. That makes the coolest slabs, and it looks so freaking cool when you polish it, because all the hematite just takes such a metallic shine. It's just, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. When this video comes out, the wedding will have come and gone, so expect some amazing hunts coming very, very soon, because me and many rockhound YouTubers that you know are pretty much going all over Montana and Wyoming, so it's going to be awesome. I cannot wait to share those hunts with you guys. But yeah, guys, I think that's going to do it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.